My bad, we got to do that over.
Okay, brother.
Your youngest Shakur Stevenson back in there. William Zepeda, that's this Saturday
Yes.
in Queens. Zepeda, 2 performances with Tev, hard fights. Some people felt like he lost the first one. The second one was a little, a little closer. But what's your thoughts on that fight as a whole?
Shakur fight?
Yeah, Shakur
Let
Zepeda.
me say something about that Tevin Zepeda. I thought Tev won the first fight.
But he won the first fight?
Yeah, I thought he won it. I mean, he edged it. It was a good fight, but he edged it. Okay. Now back to Shakur. I think Shakur gonna put on a spectacular show, man. He's gonna shut a lot of people up that runs their mouth and always talking about somebody. Mainly them guys that really run their mouth and talk about fighters. They never put a pair of gloves on in their life, man. They probably never been in the ring in their life, but they know everything about boxing. You know what I mean?
Yo, he gets a lot of criticism. It's like nobody's ever. He gets a 9th round stop. It's you should have stopped the guy in 2 rounds, right? Do you go out there and try to silence the critics, or you just do what you do? I
will go out there if I'm Shakur. I will go out there and do what I've been doing. You know what I mean? Box, fight when I have to fight, and box. You know what I mean? Don't try to please everybody, man. You know what I mean? Just look what got you so far, man. What you've been doing. Got you how many titles? What, 2, 3 titles? You know what I mean? You know, do what you have to do, man. You know what I mean? The name of the game is winning, man. And hit, not get hit. You know what I mean? Sometimes you want to fight, though. You know what I mean? You know? But I hope Shakur don't let the crowd get to him and let him just stay there all the time and just bang with this guy. You know what I mean? You know, I'll be smart. You know what I mean? You can fight inside. You know, you can fight outside. You know what I mean? Frustrate them and do what you normally do. You know.
Now you told me years ago that Shakur could fight on the inside and outside, right? So all I really saw is him using the distance and whatnot.
Yeah.
But as of late, I've been really watching him. He throws a lot of sneaky shots on the inside. Really, really like the shovel uppercuts or the little subtle like stabs.
But they don't give him his credit. They don't give him his credit for doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? You know all these haters, man. You know what I mean? So people gonna hate on you to the end of time, man. You know what I mean? You know, some like you, some hate you. You know what I mean? To us, we don't pay attention to none of that. You know what I mean? That's why you don't see us on Instagram a lot. You know, talking about what we do and who we beat up and this guy ain't that. You know what I mean? We don't talk like that, man. We just like the show. You know what I mean? Put on the show and you know, all that talking, you know, back that shit up. You got to back that shit up when you do that talking. A lot of people run their mouth and you can't back it up, though. And now they be embarrassed. You know what I mean? You know, because you didn't do what you said you was going to do. So majority of y'all keep your mouth shut and you can go ahead and fight if you want to fight. You know what I mean?
How do you slow down a dude with that kind of work rate?
What, Shakur?
Yeah, well, Zepeda. Zepeda throws a lot of punches. Like, how do you slow him down? Do you immediately go to the body, or you see what is available? What is he opening up?
Well, one thing about Shakur, he knows exactly what to do, man. You know what I mean? He's going to touch him in the body, and you know what I mean? He's going to frustrate him. He ain't really hit Shakur that much. You know what I mean? Only if Shakur stand there for a length of time, you know what I mean, and close. You know what I mean? Because everybody get hit, but it's the way you get hit, too. You know what I mean? And I think Shakur going to pick him apart, man. He's going to do a lot of body work. And what he's going to really do is really frustrate him. And then once you frustrate a fighter, they lose their cool. Okay.